Ankit, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
अरे यार
Good morning, students. If you have any problem during the lecture, put me in the chat box. Okay. So we'll start with your unit number 4, and this is a topic from unit number 4. Up till now, we have covered 3 topics from unit number 4, and that is query tool, visualization, likelihood, and distance. So this is the 4th topic from your unit number 4, and that topic is online analytical processing. और इसकी शॉर्ट फॉर्म है OLAP. ठीक है, OLAP tools. ठीक है, the full form is online analytical processing. So in this lecture we'll cover history of OLAP cube, difference between OLAP and OLTP, and OLAP operation, advantages and disadvantages. So OLAP is basically a computer processing that enables the user to easily and selectively extract and view the data from different points of views. It means that when you are extracting the data from operational databases and you are storing into the warehouse, you always have a multi-dimension. What we mean by a multi-dimension? We have so many dimensions. मतलब कई सारे attributes को you can rotate and you can view the data from different dimensions. कई बार हम किसी और attribute से data को देखेंगे, कई बार किसी और attribute को use करके देखेंगे. ठीक है, तो जब भी हम डेटा को सिलेक्ट करते हैं और उसके व्यू को डिफरेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से एनालाइज करते हैं, देन फॉर दैट पर्पस वी नीड OLAP टूल. ठीक है, it allows the user analyze the database information from multiple database system at one time. What it means, because we are collecting the data from different operational databases. If you look at a particular operational database, you don't have a complete information. Okay, so when you store information into a warehouse, then by using the OLAP tool, you can analyze the information from multiple databases at a one time. मतलब at a very single instance, you can visualize a data in a multi-dimensional view. So it is basically 1993 EF code come up with the term online analytical processing and process 12 criteria to define an OLAP database. Okay, so what it takes 12 different criteria to define the OLAP database. The term OLAP seems perfect to describe databases designed to facilitate decision making in an organization. The first product that performed the OLAP queries was Express, and which was released in 1970s and required by Oracle in 1995 from information resources. So actually what happened in the previous years, when you don't have the data warehouse, then it's not feasible to analyze the data from different point of views. So sometimes if you require a data, actually the queries are continuously changing. Okay, if the higher manager wants sometimes a data organized up to basis on some attribute, that another time he analyze the data from based upon that another attribute. Okay, so actually there are so many dimensions. एक्चुअली अगर कोई मैनेजर जो है वो ये पूछे कि कितनी सेल्स हुई, तो कितनी सेल्स हुई उसके बेसिस पे कुछ भी आगे प्रेडिक्ट करना बहुत मुश्किल है। बजाय उसके अगर उसको ये पता करना हो कि कौन से एरिया में कौन से लोगों ने उस प्रोडक्ट को परचेस किया, मतलब इफ यू हैव द वैरायटी ऑफ द डेटा, अगर आपके कई सारे पैरामीटर्स हैं जिनके बेसिस पे आपको डिसीजन लेना है, देन इट इज अ मल्टी डायमेंशनल व्यू। ओके, because only a single entity cannot be able to give you an effective decision. Okay, only effective if you are having a single dimension data, then it is a time series data. Okay, otherwise in every database or data mining applications we have so many data. Actually the final result depend upon so many dimensions, and that dimensions can be analyzed within the OLAP databases. Let's see, it's not important. Here you can see a diagram here. You can see these are the operational databases, the data source data from SQL server, the second source data from Excel server, the source data from MySQL. If you look at the database now, all the databases are having different type of strategy. Like the first data is stored in SQL server, then the data is stored into the Excel form, then the data sources of MySQL. Okay, so you can see we have different types. So this is a database heterogeneity. Okay, this is a database heterogeneity. All the database are heterogeneous in nature. They are not common. They are stored at different platforms, so they are different. So we are extracting the data from this. All the data are imported from these databases and stored into the warehouse. Now we have a warehouse. After the warehouse, we have the data marts, and that data marts is your OLAP tools, OLAP cubes. Okay, so you stored all the data into the warehouse, you converted the heterogeneous data into the single platform, convert all the units, convert all the attributes into the common names, and you transform. All the transformation and changes are done here only in the data warehouse. Okay, so when you have a data warehouse, depending upon the customer need, you prepare different kind of OLAP cubes, and these OLAP cubes are nothing but the data marts. They are representing a replica or the small copy of the data warehouse. Okay, by creating the OLAP cube, a user can interact with that. Okay, this is a first user is only need the graphical visualization, so it interact with the first cube. Then second one needs some application queries, but he can write the application queries. Then third one is also expert user, he can write or store these queries. So depending upon the need of the customers, we have read na different type of customers are there, casual customers, then expert customers, like this na. These are the different type of users who access the OLAP cubes. So these are the different kind of users, and depending upon the need of the user, our interaction of OLAP cubes is done. So OLAP cube is nothing but the arrangement of the data from the data warehouse. Okay, so first we'll extract the data from operational databases, stored into the warehouse, and from the warehouse we partition the data into the small cubes, and these are the OLAP cubes, or we can say the data marts. And from these cubes, the user can interact and satisfy its queries and take certain important decision. So what is a OLAP cube? A OLAP cube is a data structure that allow fast analysis of the data. How the analysis is fast? Because if you are extracting the data from warehouse, it will take a huge time, because in the data warehouse there are so many attributes, but maybe a user need only 2-3 attributes. He does not need a full access to the warehouse. That's why if you are accessing the data from data cube, you have the faster access of the data. The arrangement of the data into the cubes overcomes the limitation of the relational databases. What are the limitation of the relational databases? Because all the attributes may be joined together, may be dependent upon one another. So these can be overcome by the data cubes. OLAP cubes consist of numeric facts called the measures, which are categorized by the dimensions. Okay, so OLAP cube is basically designed into a dimension. Dimension means there is a cube. In the cube we have the 3 dimensions. At each and every corner of the cube you have 3 dimensions. So in each and every corners you have the collaborations of multiple attributes. So this is the diagram. This will give you a clear picture of what is multi-dimensional cube. So suppose this is a warehouse. In the warehouse we have the relational data. Okay. And from the relational data you load and distribute the data into the various cubes. Okay, so these are the various cubes. You can see there are the small cubes are there, and there are so many small cubes. So this is not a single cube, there are so many small cubes. So cube itself combine and make a bigger cube and gives you a multi-dimensional cube. Okay, so within the cube there is 3 dimensions, but if you explore the so many cubes are attached within the bigger one, so you can have a multiple dimensions of the cube. Okay, so depending upon the user of need, a particular cube can be accessed and the query can be satisfied. What is the end user tools? So end user basically gives you analytics applications. Analytics applications are business oriented object, and then business reporting applications where you only need report generation. Then the data mining servers and business modeling. So these are the some application tools that can be use the data from multi-dimensional OLAP and helps in analyzing the data into certain aggregated form, like in the form of report, in the form of visualization. First, you access the data from warehouse into multi-dimensional cube, and from the multi-dimensional cube, a particular user can access the data and is summarized into a report writing form, or you can say application forms in all these things. So what is OLTP and OLAP? What is the difference between these? OLTP is the online transaction processing. Okay. TP is here is the transaction processing. Okay. So we have a difference here, because in OLTP what we happen, we are storing the online transaction processing. मतलब ट्रांजैक्शनल डेटा जितना भी हम करते हैं ना ऑनलाइन, वो जो रियल टाइम डेटा का स्टोरेज होता है दैट इज OLTP. But in OLAP, online analytical processing, we are collecting the data from the historical data sources. Okay. So here we have the historical data basis, stored data, and here we have the transactional data. So they both are very different. The source of data is different. So how the source of data is different? The first one is only stores your transactional data. The second one is store your historical data. And the purpose of the data is also different. In transactional data, you are not going to take any decision. Okay. But in OLAP, you are going to take a decision. So writing queries is also different. Processing speed is different. Space requirement is different. So these are the certain points on the basis of which OLTP and OLAP can be different, because both are different in the terms of processing. The first one is used for transaction processing, and the second one is used to process the historical data. In every data mining application, we are processing the data based upon the historical data. Because if you are storing the historical data or long time historical data, you are able to take certain intelligent decision, and you are able to extract the patterns which are previously hidden. Okay, so for that purpose you need historical data. For that purpose you need a historical data. But for online transaction processing, you do not need historical data. They are just storing the transactions data and which transactions going on a real-time basis. So what are the different operations of OLAP? There are different kind of operations, and these operations of roll up, drill down, slice, dice, pivot, drill access, drill through. तो ये जो क्यूब्स आपने फॉर्म किए थे, इन क्यूब्स पे ये सारे ऑपरेशंस अप्लाई किए जा सकते हैं. Let's see what are these operations. The first operation is roll up. Roll up is basically aggregation. Okay, aggregation is the combination of something. In SQL you use the group by clause when you have done the DBMS lab in SQL. So there is a clause of group by. It is very similar to that. It is aggregating based upon a particular dimensions. If you make a more aggregated one, then more dimensions are clubbed together and aggregated. This is called roll up. That is, you are rolling the dimensions and making a bigger one. Like it's this is one of the SQL query written here. Select attribute list, some attribute names from the table name, where the condition list, there is a condition, and group by clause is there, and where you have the group by list. And in the group by clause, you have to define on which basis you are grouping or aggregating the data. So the roll up operation is very similar to that. The next one is your drill down. In the drill down, what we are doing, if suppose you have a cube, drill down is basically your lower level of the dimensions hierarchy. Summarize the data at the lower. In roll up, you are summarize the data at higher level of the hierarchy, and in roll down, you are summarizing data at the lower level of the dimensions. Okay. Increases the number of dimension, adds new header. ठीक है, तो अगर आपका कोई डेटा क्यूब है, तो you can roll up into the higher dimensions and you can drill down into the lower dimensions. ठीक है, तो जब भी हम डेटा का समराइज मतलब एक साथ क्लब करते हैं तो वो रोल अप कहलाता है. जब हम उसको सेग्रीगेट समराइज करते हैं नीचे के डायमेंशंस के साथ, तो वो हमारा ड्रिल डाउन कहलाता है. Then we have the slices. Slices means you are partitioned the cube into 2 or more part. Okay. So if the one dimension of a given cube, perform the selection of one dimension of given cube. Actually, you can select the data based upon any dimensions. If you are taking a single layer, then it is called slicing. मतलब a single layer. अगर आपके क्यूब में एक लेयर आप फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस ले लेते हैं तो दैट इज अ स्लाइस. और अगर क्यूब के अंदर से एक और स्मॉल क्यूब निकालते हैं, दैट इज अ डाइस. डाइस आपने देखा ना, डाइस इज अ स्मॉल क्यूब. सो वी हैव अ बिग क्यूब हियर, एंड इफ वी आर एक्सट्रैक्टिंग द स्मॉल डेटा फ्रॉम द, मतलब यू आर कंसीडरिंग ऑल द डायमेंशंस. ओके, इफ यू आर कंसीडरिंग ऑल द डायमेंशंस बट the stored data is limited, then it is called a dice, but the shape is very same. You are having a big cube and you are creating a small cube. So this is a dice. But in the slice, what do? You are taking a single dimension and you have a one instance data. उसके पीछे dimensions नहीं होंगी, 3 dimensional data नहीं होगा. This is the slice. Then we have the pivot. Pivot is the rotate of the data axis to view the data from different perspective. This groups the data with different dimensions. Like if you see here, we have the 3 dimensions: location, item, and time. Okay, so if you rotate the cube, then time will rotate it at upper dimension, item is at the horizontal axis, and location is the down direction. Okay, so we have x, y, z axis. So if you are looking at a particular corner of the cube, so all the axes will join at that particular corner. But if you rotate the axis, so sometimes x-axis is represented by time, sometimes location is represented by x-axis. Okay, so if you अगर आप क्यूब को अगर विजुलाइज करें, या जो जिससे लूडो खेलते हैं वो डाइस को विजुलाइज करें, तो आप देखेंगे अगर उसको किसी कॉर्नर से रखते हैं और कॉर्नर से रोटेट करते हैं तो उसकी एजेस जो हैं वो रोटेट हो जाती हैं. दैट इज द पाइवट. Depending upon the need of the user visualization, we can pivot the dimensions. Then we have the drill axis and drill through. Drill axis is the axis of more than one fact table that is linked by common dimensions and combined cube that share one or more dimension. And drill through is the bottom level of the data cubes to its backend relational table. ये मैं आपको बताती हूँ ये कैसे होता है. Drill axis and drill through. इसमें क्या है कि जब आप फैक्ट्स टेबल बनाते हैं ना, फैक्ट्स टेबल इज बेसिकली बट द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द टेबल. ठीक है, इसको ही हम फैक्ट टेबल कहते हैं, जो आपके स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं. तो अगर आपके कई सारे स्ट्रक्चर जो सेम हो रहे हैं, वन और मोर डायमेंशंस को उनको कंबाइन कर देंगे तो दैट इज अ ड्रिल एक्सिस. और उन्हीं को अगर हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं उनकी प्रॉपर्टीज के बेसिस अलग अलग, तो दैट इज ड्रिल थ्रू. ठीक है, तो drill axis में we are combining the dimensions which are linked to each other, and drill through में at the bottom level, at the back of the relation tables, we are distributing the data. So what is the application of OLAP tool? It is used in the financial application, that is marketing, sales and application, and business modeling. And what is the advantage? Consistency of the information and calculation. Consistency of information and calculation is you are accessing the cube. If you access the data from the cube, it will be consistent information. It allows managers to pull down the data from one OLAP database in a broader to the specific items. Because the data are aggregated into different cubes, so manager is easy to access the data from the cubes itself. So that data access is faster here. OLAP create a single platform for all the information and business needs, planning, budgeting, forecasting, reporting, analysis. So after the selection of the data, you can plan the budget, forecast, report, and analysis. And what are the disadvantage? The disadvantage is pre-modeling, great dependence on IT, and slow in reacting. So these are the some disadvantages. So what is the purpose of OLAP? To drive the summarized information from large volume of the data and to generate the automated report for human views. So this is the purpose of almost all the data mining application, to summarize the information from large amount of the databases and to generate the automated report for human view. Depending upon the user need, you can generate the report. So this is OLAP. OLAP is a significant improvement over query system. OLAP is an interactive system to show different summaries of multi-dimensional data by interactively selecting the attribute in a multi-dimensional data cubes. मैं आपको इसको एक layman way में बता देती हूँ कि what is a OLAP tool? OLAP is an online analytical processing tool which is taking the data initially from heterogeneous databases to the warehouse, and from the warehouse to multi-dimensional cubes, and from the multi-dimensional cubes we can access the data depend upon the user need. And that cubes can be rotated together, matlab roll up together, roll down together, drill down together, and pivot rotation can also be there. So depending upon the user need and query, you can access the data from the cubes. And collection of many cubes gives a bigger cube, and that cube is a multi-dimensional cube. So that's all with your OLAP query. These are some references. So that's all with today's lecture. If you have any query, you can ask. Is there any query, anyone?
No, ma'am.